Hello friends, and welcome back to Cambria and Bobby. So we have been getting a ton of questions about the house hunting, the move to Florida, and I don't think we really went into detail of when everything's happening, why it's happening, and whatnot. So you guys have been leaving a ton of questions. So we figured we would make it easy, and instead of responding to every single comment, just do a video and explain everything going on.
All right, so I'll address the HOA questions. I don't like HOAs now. I read the whole dang thing, and it does say you can decorate, but one of the things that I had questioned about it was it said you can decorate from November 15th through January 15th. Well, that's just Thanksgiving and Christmas. However, there was the retired guy that decorates for Halloween. So that's kind of like, well, that ain't in between these days. So I'm sure there's some leeway, but not really knowing is still a concern. And I don't know how crazy this guy goes. They said he's got lights and inflatables. Well,
you guys know us.
I got 5,000 lights and 20-something inflatables for Halloween and Christmas. So that crazy? I don't know. The
one thing we were also thinking with going with a builder is we may not buy in their subdivision. It may be something that we end up buying
the land at a different location without HOAs.
And they build on your own land also. So that is why we looked at them, because there's multiple options. The other thing is we're not looking to move for 6 months to a year.
Depending on me.
Yeah. So Bobby is still in the military. He's going through a med board, which I've been corrected that people don't know what that is.
Medical board. So what they're doing is I've sustained injuries overseas. I cannot fully soldier anymore. So what they do is they review all my medical documentation. I had to go to multiple doctors. And I'm still going to multiple doctors and different programs trying to get better. You can see my ears.
He got pierced.
I got piercings. No, this is actually battlefield acupuncture.
So he's got 5 in each ear.
Yeah. So this is only temporary, but it's supposed to help retrain your brain. I ain't gonna get into it, but if you look up battlefield acupuncture, there's info online. But what that is we need to first have that medical board done, and then afterwards, depending on what they deem, either they're like, oh, you can still soldier, which I can't. I'll either retire, no matter what the outcome of the medical board, I'm going to not be in the military, regardless. I have 20 plus years, and I just can't soldier anymore. So I can still supervise, I'm good at that. But actually, and I can train, I can still train. But I just can't deploy anymore. And once you can't deploy, I feel that, for me personally, this is me, not also, but if you cannot deploy and, you know, serve your country to the fullest extent, then why do it anymore, you know? I rather, having Freya really kind of like change the way I thought, and it really makes me just want to focus on family and just trying to move towards the future to build a better life for all of us. So I will, you know, eventually file like a disability claim, and we'll see where it goes. Not moving yet.
No, we have to wait for that to go through. And the other thing is, we still might buy a house that's already been built and pre-loved and everything. We just saw no point in looking at those while we were down there, because none of them will be there in 6 months to a year.
We've been looking and we've been watching, and some of the houses we save as, hey, we like these, gone in under a week.
Yeah. So
why even look and save? That's why we just wanted to have the builder idea in our back pocket, and so we can get a better idea. And now we know HOAs is probably not a thing for us.
Yeah.
When we get older and we don't have kids.
One of the big things they said is, like, we can't have a trampoline and possibly not even a jungle gym for the kids without an approval. So with having littles,
it just ain't gonna work. So yeah, we just wanted to check it out. Also, we found out lumber what used to cost, like, let's say 20 grand in lumber to build a house is now 60, 80 grand in lumber.
Yeah.
It's just not feasible to build right now. Lumber prices are coming down, but only a smidge. So it's still very expensive. So pre-loved house is probably what we're gonna do.
If lumber doesn't go down.
If lumber don't go down. Now, I'd love having a brand new house and not have to worry about anything, right? They got warranties, all that stuff. But a pre-loved house,
we can do what we want to
We can
and
do
not
whatever
feel
we
guilty.
and maybe get some more land, and
A pool.
maybe a fixer-upper, a little, not big. I'm not talking about 1800s, 50 house where everything's out of code and doesn't work.
Yeah.
No, we want something that we can do like little projects to.
Like when you are living in the house type projects.
Yeah. Want it, you know, to gain equity, but also to make it more modern in our style. So, and I really, really, really want like a workshop pole barn. We found one house that has that. Didn't have a pool though, but we know it ain't gonna be there in 6 months to a year. So.
Yes. Another big question we got is why we were making the boys share a room. We are not making the boys share a room. We are actually specifically looking for a 4 to 5 bedroom so that all of our current kids can have their own room, and then possibility of future kids having their own room. The boys don't want their own room, which is why that last house was so nice, because those 2 rooms shared the bathroom, so they could share a room. But say Xander in a couple years, he's going to be 9 this year, coming on pre-teenager, he may want his own, that they have that ability, but definitely not making them.
When we moved into this house before we had Freya, the boys each had their own room.
Yep.
And Bjorn never slept in his room. He didn't like it. He didn't want to be alone. And Xander too was a little, you know, scared of the dark. Didn't want to sleep alone either. So yeah, we're definitely not making it. This is their own choice. And we'll pitch the idea before we move in. Hey, do you guys want your own rooms? And we'll let them make that choice. But yeah, there's a high, as of right now, they want to share a room. They feel more comfortable knowing that their brother's there. And yeah, it's totally their choice. And now a message from our sponsors. Oh, didn't see you there. Well, welcome to Bobby's Pool Emporium. We got non-heated pool.
Oh, boy!
We got heated pools. And then we got sun-heated pools that sometimes acts as water bowls for the dogs. Don't worry about that. That just adds to the fun, kids. So come on down to Bobby's Pool Emporium so we can meet all your pool needs.
Oh, so we had people also asking about ranches compared to 2-stories, that confusion. We are open to a ranch or a 2-story. The big thing is we want a main floor master, and this goes back to his medical stuff. His knees aren't the greatest, his back isn't the greatest, and we're both just getting older, so having a ranch, the only reason we would like that is there's no stairs. But those last 2 houses we looked at were kind of perfect because you honestly would have pretty much no reason to go upstairs.
Except maybe yell at the kids.
Yeah.
Sassy.
So.
But I could use that over the intercom. Yeah.
Intercom.
Over the intercom electronics. So I could do that and be like, you know, boys, come downstairs, which is what we do here with the Googles.
We don't have a preference between single stories or 2 stories. If you don't know what a ranch is, I actually had someone asking why we wanted to buy a farm. When I said ranch, a ranch is a style, a single story. I don't know if it depends on where you live, but
I'm sure it does. That's like the Florida basement is an attic.
Yeah, we call single story houses.
Apparently you don't work in Florida.
No, ranches. Think of other big questions that were out there. HOA, house, when we plan on moving.
A lot of questions about decorations.
Yeah.
And if I don't have a window when I go to the bathroom, I got a solution. We're gonna paint a picture and put it on the back of the door, if it's one of those type of bathrooms, so I can still feel like I'm looking out a window. Maybe a car picture? Maybe an animal picture?
We knew you were a good, avid follower when I saw that comment.
When you ask that comment, you know who you are. We know you're a follower. We like that.
We like that.
Yeah.
If I can find that comment, we should shout her out. I'll throw you on the bottom down here because that was awesome. I died laughing when I saw that comment.
Yeah, I was laughing too.
That's an early video that one was in.
Yeah, that was before we took a
little hiatus.
Christmas winter break. Winter break. We'll call it that.
That works. Oh, ton of questions about the dogs. So I think there's a misconception about Wisconsin. We get very cold, but mind you, it is like 90 degrees out right now. So we also get really hot and really humid.
Yeah.
Our dogs are indoor dogs unless we're outside. Like right now, they're over there in the shade, hanging out. But honestly, Florida winters is that perfect temp for our dogs. Where
just be inside in the summer.
Yeah, where in summer and winter, they only really like spring and fall here in Wisconsin because they don't like snow and cold.
Drake, he's a winter dog. He's a snow dog. He don't like snow.
No. They hate the snow.
Bailey loves it.
And
he likes to get soaked and come inside.
And they don't hate the heat. Like, they're fine outside right now.
They prefer the shade.
Yeah.
But like, also the dogs.
They're inside dogs.
They're inside dogs, and they shed depending on the weather. So they'll bring in a winter coat if it's cold, and they'll shed all that and have a summer coat. So their bodies know how to adapt to different climates. When we were down in Florida, we were walking the beachfront, the boardwalk. They had a St. Bernard, and he looked way fluffier than Bailey. So I'm like, dang, that dog's got to be hot. Didn't look hot. He wasn't hanging, his tongue wasn't hanging all the way out of his mouth. He was just walking and enjoying the cool breeze off the ocean.
Yeah, so we're definitely not concerned about them being in Florida.
And they were safe. They were with family.
Yes.
While we were gone. We didn't just throw them in the cage and say, good luck, boys. We'll see you in a couple weeks.
No, they were both well loved and well spoiled.
Oh yeah, Bailey was spoiled by my dad like just ridiculous. He didn't even want to eat his food. He's like, where's the treats that Grandpa gave me? And he went for walks every day, so he was loving life. It was a vacation for him.
Yeah, we did have him at 2 separate family members, but that's only because it's a lot of work to ask one family to take on both our dogs. So
especially when one family member has 2 dogs already. Yeah,
so Drake was with my sister. Because he's more laid back. He's our old man. We knew he would just sleep all day and be really, really easy. And Bailey was with his parents because
they don't have a dog. Yeah. They have cats.
And his dad loves dogs and was active with him. And they still have Rachel and Becca at home to keep him active, except it sounds like Trey was more.
Yeah, Trey was in love with Bailey. He played with him a lot. We
are hoping in our next house that we will put up a fence. We just haven't done it here because one, it has to get approved, because we do currently live in an HOA community.
Just really not restricted.
It's just way more relaxed. And so they have restrictions basically just to make sure the neighborhood stays up to key and looking nice.
Oh boy.
So no crazy HOA. But enough
He's right here.
Enough that if...
Oh, I just got slimed.
He totally slimed.
Oh, Bailey.
Bailey, you slime daddy.
Yeah, look at it. It's all on my shirt. Oh, you're just a big baby.
But yeah, hopefully that answers everyone's questions when it comes to time frame. 6 months to a year. We are just doing the research right now because we know
it's coming up.
It's gonna come fast by the time we're done. Like, we know pretty much the boys are going to be done with next year of school, and we'll be putting the house up for sale as long as everything goes planned.
Maybe even sooner. I mean, we'll see how it goes. You know, we and that's the thing. We're prepping now so it'll be easier later. We're trying to like do, you know, those little touch-ups around the house with paint or whatever, and do these outside projects, because with my back and knees hurting, you saw, or you know, you watched the video, you saw me doing the garden makeover. I was down for 3 days after that. I was in pain. I was hurting really bad. We didn't even go and do everything we wanted to do. But we did something really nice for your parents.
Mom and Dad really appreciated it.
And it got them motivated to do more outside projects now. So that's what it's all about, is sometimes you just need a little help and a little nudge. So we came back home, we started working on our yard again, but I need to take my time and do it so I'm not laid up, because now that I'm back here, I gotta work.
Yeah.
I can't just be like, yeah, can't come to work. No, they ain't gonna allow that. So we got a couple projects we want to do. Cambriea is doing a project, which you will see. And then it's a joint project outside.
I'm gonna need you inside also.
Oh my goodness. And then we got our spa back up, because we took it down while we were gone. We put new water in, so it's all fresh. And I got the pool up for the boys. Oh my god.
Hi, baby. So yeah, well, so I definitely think after looking at houses, we've decided like there's certain features in houses that scream builder grade, and no doubt when we bought this house it was all builder grade. So we're trying to get rid of some of those things, that way when we go to sell, because our neighborhood is still building brand new houses.
Yeah.
So when we sell, we're competing with those brand new ones. So we want to get rid of anything that feels builder grade, so that people may look at the new houses and be like, oh, but that bathroom's not as nice.
Golly.
That bathroom's not as nice, or that kitchen's not as nice.
You're gonna pull my piercings out.
So yeah, that's what we've been up to, but we wanted to do this and answer all the questions. I think Bailey's like, can you just pay attention to me and stop?
Well, you're on camera. Lots of people are paying attention to you.
You spoiled puppy.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I think that's it.
I think so.
But we will see you guys next time. Let us know in the comments below.
Yeah, drop a comment.
Yeah, let us know what you want to see, questions, anything like that. Subscribe.
Hit the bell.
All the things. Bailey says hit the bell.
Hit the bell and make sure it's all notifications. Not like your dad who subscribed but got 0 notifications.
Yeah, my dad was trying to figure out why he didn't know that when I posted new videos.
Yeah.
So, don't be my dad.
Yeah.
We'll see you guys next time. Bye.